Hey, Forrest here again, working with the resistance band. Now we have a mid-anchor, so sort of mid-body position on an anchor. Do the best you can with this. This is a series of some of my favorite band exercises to do with a resistance band. So you can pause the video on these and try these out and see what works for you. The first one is going to be a hinge and row. In the no anchor video, we talked about the squat and press. So for this, we're talking about more about hinging at the hips, using the resistance band to get that hinge position. And this could be single leg, the opposite side of the band, or with both feet planted, hinging and pulling. So those are going to be the two primary aspects of this mid position. So we have bilateral, 2 feet planted, hinge and pull. So thinking about a deadlift position, but because the band is pulling you forwards, you're going to lean back a little bit more than you would in a deadlift, but you're still driving through with your hips and finishing tall with your shoulders back. So single arm here, you could do this with both arms and pull, hinge and pull, or you can do this with just one. So this would be a single arm, hinge and row. This would be 2 arm, hinge and row. You also could do this with one leg, so single leg, hinge and row. And you could, if you wanted more resistance for the lower body, you could do both arm, hinge and pull. So there's a couple variations here, but we're hinging and rowing, either single arm or single leg or both. And those variations work with a nice midpoint. Next one is a thoracic half kneeling row. So from here, we're in a half kneeling position, and it's not just a row with the shoulders, we're actually reaching across the body. Okay, so this is a thoracic half kneeling row. We're across the body and pulling back with the shoulder blade. Okay, again, you can do this evenly on both sides. So you work on one side, you want to work evenly on the other. And you can change the resistance, you can choke up on the band if you need to with these. But remember, whatever you can do on one side, try to do on the other. Okay, next one is a single arm press. Now this one also could be in a half kneeling position and you're pressing away from the resistance band. Single arm press like this. Now if you change your angle a little bit, you'll feel this in the chest more. Eventually, this could end up becoming a fly or a Paloff press. Paloff press means you're pressing forward and back with a band pulling across the body, okay? This was the half kneeling chest press here, and then this is a half kneeling chest fly coming across the body. Okay, and then we have half kneeling Paloff press. And you could try all these out, do them on both sides. We'll do them in the reverse order on the way back. So half kneeling Paloff press here, half kneeling chest fly, and then half kneeling, I want to turn a little bit more, chest press. Okay, so those are some of the others. The other one we can do is a Paloff walk. So arms are out, you're perpendicular to the band. You're gonna walk out as far as you can without twisting and walk back. As you get further out, the resistance gets a little harder. It's gonna wanna twist you, so you try not to twist as you walk back and forth. We also have a horizontal chop. So we did some chopping in the low anchor point, but here we're holding overhand and trying to keep the body, the torso straight as you come across the body with the band and the arms. Okay, so trying to keep the body straight as you come across with the bands. Again, you would do the Paloff press, walk on both sides, and that horizontal chop on both sides. You can see I'm just demoing these, but breaking a sweat, breathing, just showing these. So the last movement here is a face pull. This, you could be in a half kneeling position or standing, but here you're pulling the band, elbows up high to your body, and pulling the band apart. So pulling it to your face and apart. Okay, so this again could be half kneeling, and if you do these half kneeling, you want to split your reps with both legs. So half kneeling pull apart. In this face pull, you're going to try to keep the elbows up high, shoulders down. So you don't be shrugging, but keeping the elbows up high and the hands are over the top on this one. Okay, so that's a face pull. And those are my mid anchor point favorite moves. So try these. You can pause the video or go through it again, see which ones work. Just by playing with these a little bit, you'll get a workout. So give it a shot. See you next time.